We tend to have drug problems, or at least drug enthusiasms, and I was no exception to both. Years earlier, I had been a meth addict for a total of 4 years before giving it up due to my delusions of grandeur never amounting to much grandeur. But that was the past. A decade passed. And since that time, I had gone through other issues. I had been a drunk for years. It wasn't so bad right after I quit the meth. It was manageable, sustainable, it seemed. Especially with plenty of weed in the mix. The weed helped me not drink too much and go to sleep sooner and generally keep a handle on my proclivity for alcohol consumption. However, over time, it had gotten away from me. And when I was about 40, I began taking Adderall. Now, people have varying opinions about this substance. It's controversial. I will tell you this much, however. Even though I have no firm definitive opinion regarding the nature of ADHD and whether it's an actual disorder, a behavioral disorder, a configuration of the brain, or something else. But I do know that without it, I don't accomplish much. And with it, all of a sudden, I was putting a handle on shit. Unfortunately, I was also putting a handle on the alcohol. And with the Adderall to keep me awake, well, it got pretty unsustainable pretty fast. The end of the drinking came when my ex-wife threatened to leave. I'm all for self-indulgence and my insistence that the rules don't apply to me. But when it looks like I'm going to suffer real harm, those arguments tend to go out the window, and I scramble to make things as right as I can. So, the Christmas of my 42nd year was the last day I drank alcohol. And I woke up the next morning and I was pretty sure I was done. So sure, in fact, that I was willing to do something I'd never been willing to do before. At least not for many decades. Many years. And that's go to Alcoholics Anonymous. Not determined to teach them how sobriety ought to be. Not determined to show them how their ways wouldn't work for me. But instead determined to humble myself and to do whatever it was they told me in order that I might finally, once and for all, put away this demon. Fast forward 2 years, and my marriage was over. I quit drinking to preserve it, but ultimately, there was too much water under the bridge. I'd done too much damage. And there was no recovering the trust I demanded from my woman because, in large part, she was ill-equipped to make so dramatic a shift in her own metaphysics. Metaphysics will be a central theme of this book, unavoidably. It drives me in the sense that it provides a framework by which I might understand who I am, why I am, where I'm going, and why I'm going there. It allows me to position the events of my life, the plans, the expectations, and realities, both embraced and rejected, to find meaningful spots on the playing field. The end of my marriage coincided roughly with the beginning of something that would come to replace my wife as a significant other in my life and as a cornerstone of my identity. Namely, my YouTube channel, Talking with Famous People. Fast forward yet another year, and it's nearly Thanksgiving, 2016. I've been split from the wife for a year, and single for almost all of it. For all of it, really. I had an initial sexual relationship, very brief, with a woman I pursued and successfully got. I slept with her twice. We parted company. And then, for the following year, no action with women. None sought particularly. And none attained. My focus was elsewhere. It was on optimizing the self. An important goal for anybody, but especially for an ENTP like me.